Hello all, welcome to Rad's Kitchen. Today we are going to do an orange jam honey coconut cake. We'll be doing an orange cake laid with orange jam sauce and coconut sweetened with honey. Let's get started. Let's get started with the ingredients. Eggs, sugar, milk, vanilla extract, flour, baking powder, salt, butter, and some orange extract. Take the milk in a microwave container and let's melt the butter in the milk. Now let's put that aside and let's butter the pan. Place the parchment paper and butter it and dust it with some flour. Boil at least 2 liters of water in a white pot and place the cake mixer bowl on the top. Make sure the hot water is around 110 Fahrenheit. Add the eggs one by one and add the sugar. Now let's whisk the eggs until the sugar dissolves. Now let's attach the cake mixer bowl to the stand with the whisk attachment. Let it run for at least 5 to 7 minutes on high speed until it forms a ribbon shape. Now let's add the dry ingredients. In a sieve, add the flour, baking powder and the salt and add it to the egg mixture. With a spatula, let's mix the dry and wet ingredients thoroughly. Now we are adding the vanilla extract and the orange extract to the dissolved buttermilk. Make sure the milk is hot. In another bowl, I've taken around half of the cake mixture and adding this hot milk. Mix it thoroughly. Now let's add the rest of the cake mixture together and mix it thoroughly with a spatula. Now I'm adding some orange zest. Make sure to grate only the orange part of the skin and add it to the cake mixture. Now let's add the cake mixture to the baking pan. Tap the cake pan to release any air bubbles in the cake mixture. In a preheated oven around 350 Fahrenheit, let's bake the cake at least for 35 minutes. Check the cake by inserting a toothpick and make sure it comes out clean. Now we need to cool down the cake before we apply the layers. Let's put the cake in a cooling rack. Take off the very top part of the cake to even it out, just like I'm showing it here. Now I'm slicing the cake into 2 halves. Now let's put the cake aside and let's start making the orange honey syrup. In a saucepan, let's make a simple sugar syrup by adding some water and sugar. Once the sugar is dissolved, add some orange zest and honey. It is optional to add some orange extract here. Once it forms a syrup consistency, turn off the stove and cool the syrup. Now let's start making the orange jam coconut spread. In the saucepan, add the orange marmalade or orange jam and add very little water to thin the jam consistency. It is optional to add some sugar if the jam is not sweet enough. Now add the desiccated coconut and mix it nicely. In a couple of minutes, turn off the stove. Starting with the bottom layer of the cake, let's start piercing the cake gently with a toothpick to add the orange honey syrup. This will make the cake to absorb the orange honey syrup. Now I'm adding the orange coconut jam spread generously on the same cake layer. Now let's place the top layer and brush it with the orange honey spread throughout the cake. Let's trim the edges with a sharp knife. Now put this aside and we will make the fresh cream icing for the cake. In a cake mixer bowl, I'm adding the chilled fresh cream and powdered sugar and whisking it in high speed for at least 5 minutes. Now let's add the vanilla extract and orange food color. Whisk the mixture until it forms stiff peaks. Let's spread the icing on the cake thoroughly as a first layer and chill the cake before doing any other decorations. After a couple of hours cooling the cake, let's put the remaining icing in a piping bag and decorate the cake as you would like. As you see, I've finished my cake decorations by adding some fresh sweet orange slices. Enjoy the orange jam honey coconut cake. If you like this video, give a thumbs up. Please share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.